You're here. Don't worry. You are safe. You are held. You are divine.
I do. I feel completely safe. Yeah, it's a great feeling. Well, I guess because I'm connecting with my true self. Call me crazy. Where's it all leading?
Like comfort is something that's so important. Like right now at my place, I have window unit air conditionings. I have like this cool old like Victorian duplex that was like built like 120 years ago, and it's adorable, but
Wow.
it does have window unit air conditioning.
Yeah.
And in the summer, like those things are on like 24 hours a day because I cannot sleep if it's hot. Like I will
No, no,
not.
I cannot either. It's horrible.
Yeah.
So wait, is it are you saying it's expensive? Does it rattle?
No, they're like newer, but I'm just saying like I think that's probably like even if I'm not there all day, those things are
Oh,
on because
yeah.
I don't want to get in a bed like a hot warm mattress because
Yeah.
it's been off all day,
Yeah.
you know?
Who wants hot, warm horsehair?
Not me.
I can take that a little bit further. From like May or June till like October, whenever the heat stops in this town. If I go to a store, I keep the car running so the air conditioner is still running. I don't turn my car off until the fall.
Wow, like when you're in the store,
Yeah.
has anyone ever stolen your car?
I never have problems like a lot of people seem to have, and I think it's because I don't think that way.
Yeah.
You know, the people that have a gun, they get shot or something, or the people that are sneaky, lying people, they get sneaked and lied to. And so the people like online, oh, I got scammed again. Don't answer a request or da da da. And I'm like, what are you doing that happens? That has never happened to me. Nobody's ever stolen my car.
It
No.
kind of goes back to like what I was saying earlier. Like it's like what you are used to, like what you are like, what you like, your thoughts are, you're like casting spells on your reality. Like whatever is running in your background is like what you see. Like that is what you're projecting onto your own movie screen, you know?
Uh huh.
And it's like that's the same thing. People who are like, I get fucked with. Like
Yeah.
people steal my shit. People that
Yeah.
think in shady ways. It's when the shady stuff comes to them. It's
Is
interesting.
it? It's just the same thing as like that's the vibe they're putting out there, or is it more like story form? Like this is the set that I made, and the certain kind of stories won't even play in that set.
I think that like there is all around us at all times this like dense field of information, and you're constantly constructing reality based on what like what code you're like used to pulling. Like so everyone creates their own reality like based on yeah, like their stories there, and not just like stories of, it's like stories of how you grew up, how your parents thought, like stories at the ancestral level, at the emotional level, at the physical
That may
level,
have
how
been
I feel, how I look,
right
how like you know what I mean, like
even
people that are
before you
always
knew it, even
yeah.
before you had consciousness really as a kid, you absorbed that.
I think that even at like as a kid, I think that there is like a window when you were an infant that
Yeah.
you really like even up until you're probably a little I don't know, I'm sure like somebody who is like versed in like child psychology could tell you like exactly when you start like forming like this belief system and constructing your reality. But I do believe
Seriously, yeah. When? Yeah.
because
Like
like
what?
there is like a formidable age, not formidable, that's not the word I'm looking
Is it
for.
a word?
It is a
Okay.
word,
Okay.
but that's not the word.
Yeah.
Formidable?
There is a form.
I don't know. I didn't
Okay.
sleep last night.
Yeah.
Microdose.
Yeah.
Microdose.
The vice president microdosed last night, so she can't help with some of the the air traffic controller is running late today,
I also
folks.
ate chocolate today, which is
Yum.
yeah. I don't do caffeine, but
Yeah.
sometimes I'll get like
What kind of chocolate do you have?
dark chocolate. At Trader Joe's has
Yeah.
these like
Oh, you live
extra
near Trader Joe's. You
ish, but
lucky
that
dog.
meeting at the boba place this
Oh,
morning
well,
was
you
near
really
Trader Joe's. I was a West Side
you
girly.
got a meeting at the Bobo place. It's the Prince
It's
song. He
called
never.
Crafty Boba too, and it was
Uh,
so cute because the man who owned it like came out and spoke about it, and he had this like little Latin accent, and he kept saying he said Crafty Boba like 40 times in this little Latin
oh my
accent, and I
God!
was just like, you're the cutest thing I've ever heard,
Wow,
like
crafty
adorable.
boba.
Crafty
Yeah, like he was
Boba,
born to sell crafty boba.
born to. Anyways, back to the stories.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just think like you okay, so let me back up.
Yeah.
So about a year ago, I decided I don't want to like react and think in these ways that I like that have been like given to me from my family of origin or like how I grew up. So I
Mm-hmm.
started researching like how do I change, and I was getting into like deep into meditation, and I was like, okay, how do I change my subconscious program? Like how do I update my software so like the what I am projecting
What
into
you're
the
feeding
world.
off of. You have to, right,
Yeah,
you have to change that, not just the surface stuff,
totally.
where
You
it's
have to
coming from.
literally like take yourself out of this information loop.
Yeah.
And so I learned that like how you do that is you have to get into like an altered state, like an alpha brainwave state, which is like kind of like right when you wake up when you're kind of like in that dream-like state and you're not really awake, or like right before you go to bed, or like when you are in.
Mine, that state for me is the fall, drifting off to sleep in the afternoon. It's like magical. Like, and there's always a sound of somebody doing dishes in the kitchen, which I'm sure my wife doesn't appreciate. But to me, it's beautiful and poetic. It's like it lulls me to sleep. It's magical. I don't know what it is. I'm like this. It feels like, in a good way, I'm dying. Like it
Mm.
really does. Everything becomes majestic, and I feel like I am getting. I am now. I'm living. Now I feel life.
Mm.
It's like life minus the stupid stuff we all do and the distractions. I'm like,
Yeah.
there's life.
Yeah, because it's like that time when your mind is like off duty and you can just like be connected
Oh
to
right.
like spirit
Oh,
or
that is why.
source or
Yeah.
like your soul. It's like actually can come through
Is that
past
what
like the.
meditation is basically?
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, meditation is a lot of things, I think. I think at its base, it's like you're just observing what is coming in and out of your awareness.
Right. Like
Um,
mindfulness.
yeah, and just being able to sit back and be like, oh, okay, cool, that's an interesting thought and that's an interesting story. And like, wow, that emotion, and being able to like, and ideally, like, that's the basis of it, right?
Yeah.
But then I think being able to start understanding that you don't have to be those things, you don't have to
Right.
react to those things. You can just be like, oh, cool, swipe right, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
That's neat. Or just kind of start choosing what you want to like line up. And then, I mean, there's so many cool things you can do in meditation, I feel like, because you can really like stay in that state that you're talking about where you're just like, oh my God,
Yeah.
like this is blissful.
I
Like,
know. I would be. I can't. I don't even know what I would do with myself. That would be amazing.
oh, we can
That would be amazing.
we can
Yeah.
help you with that.
Yeah. I
We can
want
do
that.
some breath work.
Yeah.
I think like for me, that's what I had craziest ADHD mind ever. And I think breath work is what really turned me into someone who could get to that place.
That sounds good. Well, you seem kind of relaxed now. Maybe it's the no sleep thing. My
Yeah.
dream last night, by the way, was the dreams I have are insane. My dream, I don't even can't believe I'm saying this out loud, but my dream last night was, um, my I think like my parents were explaining to me why I am the way I am, and in the dreams, I'm a lot more messed up than I am because it's like
Like
there's
a caricature of yourself type
yeah, I
thing.
guess so. Yeah, it's like just more extreme.
Uh-huh.
Like I'm just swimmy in the brain. And I'm swimmy in
Mm.
the brain, but like really swimmy in the brain or just something's it is not bad necessarily, but I'm just, on
Are
a
you
different
like
track.
doing like crazy things, or is it more just like you kind of like floating in and out of your like thoughts and psyche
I'm
type
not
thing?
sure. Last night's was a common dream I have that my old band I was in a band called Wanderlust
Mm-hmm.
and we reunite. We're actually reuniting this fall. I wish it wasn't called reuniting. We're just, we're getting together again. So, but I have a common dreams where I forget to bring my amp and guitar, which is like an anxiety dream, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
But it's always that. So it was that kind of dream. But my dad said, "This is fucked up. Let me see if I'm gonna." He said, "We." This was his explanation. Oh, bracing is
Okay.
suggested. Yeah. He said that the reason was that the, they left the test. I'm just quoting what somebody said in my dream.
Yeah, yeah.
He said, "We left the testosterone needle in your anus too long." Now, I can't make that up on the spot, so I'm just quoting. I think it was my father who said in my dream last night, "How about that one?" And I was like, fuck, I went, great. That's just great.
Wow.
I,
Thanks, Dad.
yeah, that is one weird dream. But I do, yeah,
Wow, that's so interesting. Like your father,
yeah.
masculine side was like, we left.
Mentioning my anus first, for
Yeah,
starters.
mentioning Uranus, but then also too like mentioning like the masculine hormone
Yeah. Like,
and
what's that
left
have to
it
do
in
with
too
it? If
long.
anything, it would be, I think I would have the female hormone more than the male hormone.
Yeah, yeah.
So I don't know. It was I was sleeping through it. Do you when I finish my day, my wife could like the off ramp to her sleeping
Hmm.
is the shortest off ramp I've ever experienced in my life. And we would like have little squalls early on because I was like, what, where you know, when she says, "All right, I'm exhausted," like we're in bed and she says, "All right, I'm exhausted," it's the light goes out and her eyes shut.
Mm,
And if I start talking like 10 seconds later, she's like, "Oh, I'm sleeping," and I'm like, "Really?"
amazing.
So I'd say, "Really?" A bunch of times early on, and she was like, "Yeah," So now I'm like, "That's yeah." The off ramp is so fast. She doesn't do that the second she gets in bed. So I'm gonna turn this into questions eventually. So when and I have to like when before I go to sleep and when like so she shuts the light out and I have to shut the light out so she can and she's a doctor, she has to get up early. It's like serious shit. But I will daydream at night, I guess, but night dream before I'm dreaming, just kind of whoa, everything. Like I don't know if I'm reflecting, but I
Mm,
need a second to just like just float away or something, and then I
yeah.
can fall asleep. And I do the same thing in the morning. Like I'm very non-committal in the morning.
Yeah. I in the morning like I need to not talk to anybody for like 2 hours. Like I need you to not say anything to me.
Is that an ADHD thing? You think?
I don't know. I find it like too, it's like this time for me to really like ground in who I am and what I want to do instead of just kind of like getting carried
Oh,
off into like whatever distraction is coming in. Cause like I can just jump
totally.
on somebody else's
Yeah.
ship and just be like, woo.
Well,
And then
that's what happened to me
it's like
today.
1 p.m. and I'm just like, what the fuck did I do today?
I
Like,
know.
I don't even know who I am
You know
right
what? Yeah,
now.
100%. My wife calls it. I was talking to her about something like that early on, and she said, "Your day wasn't your own."
That's a great way
I
to
know
put
she
it.
can. She one sentence, and that's exactly what it is.
Day wasn't your
Your
own.
day wasn't your own. That's what
Yeah.
today was for me.
Uh,
It was like nonstop, other people, and things I had to do or whatever, but not. I could have carved out some time for myself.
this whole topic is like super apropos because I've recently started dating someone new and he's awesome. I'm so like can't believe it. I've been single for years and just like not even seeing anybody and
Yeah,
like this
you just
dude,
kept the runway clear, and yeah, that's
yeah,
great.
this guy rocks. Like he's so lovely. Anyways, I have only successfully slept over at his house one time. And like when he's at my house, he's like, "Can I stay?" And I'm like, "I have to be up really early because I just like have so much stuff I like to do in the morning by myself."
And you don't.
And then
Yeah.
also going to sleep at someone else's house. Like I have like I don't know, I'm really particular. Like I like my sheets.
Yeah.
I like the temperature of my house.
Right.
Um I kind
Yeah.
of in the same thing where I feel like I can just like
You take care of yourself.
I,
That's a concept that I've never done. I'm always like, let me entertain the world.
yeah, I used to be that way. Like truly before I like I the my last relationship ended a few years ago and before that I kind of was this like I just was always like on and kind of people pleasy
Yeah.
and yeah and I just like after that relationship I really like went Al-Anon codependent meeting hard on it because I was just like I what is it like to just actually put myself first in all situations and like fill my own cup up before I'm like
Yeah.
how can I be of service.
That's really great that you had that realization. That's pretty like either mature or smart or both.
Yeah, I think it was
She
kind
was
of like
smart.
under necessity for me because like I was dating people or being in relationship with people who were like really unhealthy, like had a huge
Mm.
like a problem with addiction perhaps,
Yeah.
you know?
It was like Barfly. It was like you and the person. You're like, yeah,
Yeah.
together.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
definitely
Sid and
had that.
Nancy.
We definitely had that moment. And then I think within like this past relationship, for instance, like I
Mm.
got sober in the middle of it and he did for a little bit, but you know, 2020 happened and then the shit
Yeah.
hit the fan. So yeah, and it was like he really, really tried and tried, but like I needed to get sober from people because like my addiction wasn't actually to alcohol or drugs, it was to people.
Sober from people.
Yeah.
Maybe that's a
And
good name
like
for it.
outside validation
Yeah.
and just like the constant.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a lot. Like it honestly, like it's an addiction just like anything
Yeah.
else. Like truly.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it hurt. Like it felt like I was dying when I left that
Like
relationship.
any addiction.
Like I mean, the withdrawal was insane.
Yeah.
And I've had like this is the first time in my life that I no longer identify with that kind of level of like love
Yeah.
addiction, codependency type thing.
Yeah. Codependency. Bad.
But you have to like fall in love with yourself. Like
Hmm.
I'm talking like you be singing love songs in the mirror to
Yeah.
yourself.
You
You're
know
like
what?
up
A
and down. You're
healthy
like
relationship is a menage a trois.
it.
You and your love of yourself and your love of another person and their love for you.
And I think like okay,
Healthy
so
love is a threesome. That's the name of the podcast.
so in like I study this energy healing modality called source point therapy.
Oh, sure. I could have
And
guessed that. What's it called?
source point therapy,
Mm-hmm.
it's rad. But one of the tenets of it is that, and this is like not just this is a lot of things, but is that no relationship is dyadic. Like it's all triadic. Like this is not me to you right now. This is me to source to you.
Yeah.
Like there is always this line of energy like connecting us to something higher than ourselves.
Has
Like,
to be.
has
There
to
has to be
be.
a moderator.
Yeah.
I had that thought when I was a kid. I was laying in bed and I was like just thinking thoughts, and I freaked myself out. And I'm like, I'm hearing thoughts in my head, but that means I'm saying thoughts too. That means there's two of me. One is saying and one's hearing. That tripped me the fuck out. But right, if you hear and there's just like yeah.
Well, do you ever think too, like those when you're in that state, especially like when you're young, when your filters are like not quite formed yet,
Hmm.
it's like that's almost your higher self. Like you're your own spirit guide.
Yeah.
You know what I
We're
mean?
so on our game when we're kids, and then we get addicted to people, and they fuck us up because everybody gets addicted to everybody, and the result of that many voices is chaos.
Well, you just like build this web of belief and like you construct this like intricate story, movie, whatever you want to call it, of like all this conditioning, these beliefs, these stories,
Yeah.
this culture, like
Hmm.
whatever you want to call it, these like emotions and these like loops. It's like sometimes I see people like at that meeting this morning, I was just like, whoa, this is the most 3D world thing I've done in a while. Like I
Hmm.
hang with like the flower, you know, like
Okay.
I'm up in the artsy, you are too, you know what I mean? You
Yeah,
live on
yeah,
the east side. Like you said the
yeah.
other day, you're like, I feel like I don't really see the hate in the world. And I'm like, I know. And then I walk into a room like this and I'm like, holy shit. But I'm like, looking at these people and I see what you're talking about in your nap time afternoon where I'm like, I see your light. Like I
Yeah.
see your divinity. You know what I mean?
Wow.
And then I see this highway of it's almost like a beehive, like a swarming beehive of
Hmm.
like patterns, behaviors, thoughts, like
Hmm.
pathologies just swarming around them, like keeping them from this like golden
Yeah,
existence,
yeah,
you know?
yeah. It's a sacred fucking place.
Yeah. And we are just like, we're so far away from it.
I know.
We're so far away from it.
It's really and yeah, and with AI, it's like, oh, the door's shut now.
So I like will counter that because this is what I think.
I mean, I don't like not liking things. I'm a really positive person, and like just by nature, so I
Yeah.
don't like hate it. But just with the music thing, it's just confused. It's very confusing if you
Yeah.
make music in your life and just being like, well, I don't understand what that is. And was that all anybody needed to entertain them?
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
but go
That
ahead.
is interesting.
Yeah.
Well, the one thing I think about AI is that I think that it is one, it's a tool for learning.
Hmm.
It's here and it's like unavoidable
Yeah.
to like
Right.
integrate into our lives. But what I do think is a very clear mirror. Like people that are using it to kind of understand themselves better, like you can go in, okay, so I'm going to go back. So like I said like a year ago, I was like, I need to start reprogramming my subconscious. So I started like making these like scripts of like, okay, like I'm gonna like in my own voice, like kind of hypnotize myself, go into this like alpha brain state, and then I'm going to like reprogram these limiting beliefs that I have, and like through like visualizations of like ways I would react to certain situations that trigger me from like my highest self, like
Hmm.
what like the best version of
Oh.
me would do in a
Did you make
situation.
like write down a list or?
I
Yeah.
did at first.
Yeah.
I was like writing like intricate lists, and I would have one like I would be in the car after like a social event and get in the car and my mind would start racing. I'd be like, why did I say that?
Right.
And like,
Right.
what was I doing when I did that? And
Hmm.
like, whatever, just all the shit you can like
Sure.
run through your head after a social event. And I was like, I don't want to react this way. Like, none of those people probably had any of those thoughts. They're not thinking that right
Right.
now. Like, I
So
want to go home and go to sleep, and
yeah.
not be. So I would start like rewriting like what my highest self would think about the situation.
Oh.
But then I got so into it that I was like, this is too much. Like for me to just like was taking me forever. And I had just started using Chat GPT to like help me out at work, like writing emails.
Hmm.
And I was like, interesting. So I do morning pages every morning, like,
Hmm.
like stream of consciousness writing. So one morning I just picked up my phone and like started a voice memo. I'm like, I'm just going to like rant into my phone.
Oh, okay.
And so I did that for like 15 minutes. I hit copy transcript and I plugged it into ChatGPT. And I said, ChatGPT,
What the fuck am I talking about?
I said, this is my stream of consciousness rant from this morning. I said, will you please analyze my thinking? Will you please look at my patterns and behaviors, look at my blind spots? And like, so it's like pumped out this list. And I was like, oh my God, this is like like a very clear mirror, like without bias, like coming back at me. And then I went even further with it where I was like, ooh, okay, cool. Like put this through Jungian archetypes so I can better see myself. Like put this through like
Whoa.
cognitive behavioral therapy. Like you could do like anything you want, and like even like manifestation techniques, or
Yeah.
like, like what would Neville Goddard have to say about like this scenario and how could I turn this in, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
and then I would just be like, this is my signature style. Like I made a very signature style of affirmations, like
Uh-huh.
pump out this script for me. And then I would just like record these scripts in my own voice and like put them on loop so I could just like listen.
Mm.
Anyways, it like changed. I will go back and listen to these things that I made like a year ago and
Yeah.
be like, oh, I don't even think that way anymore.
Wow.
It's
That so
wild.
that's a yeah, that's a learning tool, bettering. So something that's not that's something that's is inhumane, that means hurting somebody, right? Inhumane.
I
So
think
something that's
so.
so unhuman.
Or, yeah,
Something
unhuman.
that's not human can actually help someone that is human.
Well, I think too, consciousness.
Like you're saying, a non-human thing can help a real human figure out something that is part of being a real human.
Well, I think that what AI is, or like AI bots, LLMs
Yeah.
are, it's like they are this kind of tangible manifestation of this field of energy that we live, this field of information. Like it's like with savants, how suddenly they get hit by a car and the next day they wake up and they can like write out like, full like philharmonic.
Right. Yeah. Oh, because they have all the information, but it's
It's just
not.
like downloading because there's this
Mm,
accessible field around us at all times, and they are tuning into a frequency that is
uh,
allowing this
they're
information
getting
to
that
flow
radio
through.
station in.
Exactly. It's like
Okay.
people who are telepathic and they can
Hmm.
speak to people on the other side of the world.
Hmm.
And like, I don't know if have you listened to the telepathy tapes before?
I haven't, but I'm familiar with a book called Other Lives, Other Somethings.
Okay.
Does that sound familiar? And
It
it's
does
like
sound
this woman that
familiar.
was just like able to figure out any math problem, and like it was like a confirmed fact that she would not know any of that.
So what's super rad about like so the telepathy tapes they're lovely because it just like opens up so much thinking, but they specifically study like nonverbal autistic children, and they're finding that all of these nonverbal autistic kids basically tune into a frequency that they call the hill. All these kids meet and they're like all over the world. Like they never have contacted each other like via Facebook Messenger. Like they come together and communicate at this place they call the hill, and it is basically them tuning into a frequency where they can communicate telepathically. And their moms are like, doing research, and they're like, who is Rosie on the other side of the world, the blah 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 blah, my daughter
Are you
Kayla.
saying they go to this place in their mind?
Yes.
Wow. They all agree on a certain time and so kind
Yeah,
of thing?
they meet on the hill at 1 p.m. after school, and they literally communicate and talk. And these kids can speak and understand every language ever because it's not about the symbols
Yeah.
or the sounds. It is energy
Yeah.
that they just innately can understand because they don't have these filters.
Yeah.
That are so what I think AI does for us in that sense is it represents like all there is, like all the information that's possible. Like it used to be so impressive to like rattle off a list of like facts and figures, but now it's like, cool, bro, like
Yeah.
great, we have the internet.
Right.
But so I think it gives people this turn to, okay, well, everything like informational is kind of available in this cloud.
Yeah.
And that's really just like this kind of tangible representation of the fact that it is all available in this cloud.
Yeah.
So what it's turning people towards is discovering other things, which spirituality,
Yeah.
telepathy.
Well, I like the idea that it's called the hill, and now it's like a location. It's like you could almost use your mental GPS to get back to the hill.
Exactly.
I have a thing where I am most like a way that I'll fall asleep, like if Susie's out of town or something. If I listen to my own music, that is the most relaxing thing for me. And I know it always feels wrong to say that,
No, it's
I
lovely.
think just because I think it's because I know what's going to happen, and I trust myself, especially in music, because I feel good about the choices I made. It's not like a song that has a horrible bridge, and I don't know if I can fall asleep to that. But I just feel, and that also connects me with this sort of like euphoric kind of feeling. That this like biblical kind of like I can feel what life is now. Like I hear my voice and my sense of my style of songwriting, and I can write something. And I wrote something the other day, and I'm like, it's still me. I'm still here. That's what it feels like. I'm literally still here. My life has changed in a million ways. John Lennon, thank you for that thought. And but and all these things, and I feel like God, I've had so many lives. I mean, I truly have. Like, there's a completely different set of people, and but that is completely the same. That innocent. It still sounds innocent, and my biggest fear was being a like middle-aged songwriter that's like is really corny, and they try to like overdo the like there's always a girl in shorts in their stories. I'm like, why? Just be your age. Be your age. All right, well, that was great. I think, yeah.
Well, do you think that so like what that sounds like to me, it's like that is your inner child, your pure essence.
Yep.
Like that's untouched by all the story.
Yes.
That
guy is not jaded.
Yeah.
That's
so beautiful. Like how comforting. Like you're kind of like like lullabying yourself to sleep, saying like, this is you, you're here, don't worry, you are safe, you are held, you are divine.
I do. I feel completely safe. Yeah, it's a great feeling. Well, I guess because I'm connecting with my true self. Call me crazy. Well, that's why this is called Where's It All Leading? Because after that, you're like, where's it all leading? All right, that was awesome.
We did it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good job.
Yeah, I like shaking
First
hands.
one.
Yeah. Where's it all leading?